What's good, y'all, and welcome to my review for NXT Takeover Phoenix. This was the greatest takeover I've ever seen. Now, granted, that isn't saying much because I've only seen a total. This makes my third takeover. War Games, Takeover UK, and this one, Phoenix. But this takeover was just fucking phenomenal. I'm lost for words in all honesty. And Johnny versus Ricochet. If Dave Meltzer doesn't give this match fucking 8 stars, I swear to God I'm gonna kill somebody. This is without a doubt the greatest match I've ever saw. But we will discuss more about Johnny fucking wrestling versus Ricochet when we get to there. So, let's start with the opening of the show. We started off with the War Raiders versus the Undisputed Era. Now, I was actually kind of surprised by this because both me and JD were thinking that Matt Riddle versus Cassius Ohno was going to start off the show, but nah, it was the War Raiders. And now, I won't lie, this tag team match was fucking amazing. This is without the best tag team match I've seen since the New Day versus the Usos at Hell in a Cell. That was 2017 when they had their Hell in a Cell match? Yeah, that was back that was 2 years ago. Or I guess a year and a half ago, technically. But yeah, that match is amazing. The War Raiders look great. I love the Undisputed Era. I love the Undisputed Era. I still don't really care that much about Adam Cole's goons. None of them have really just gravitated to me towards the same way as Adam Cole did. I like them more just as an overall human rather than I like Adam Cole as an individual on an individual level as well as him being the leader of the Undisputed Era. But I just love the Undisputed Era totally. Anyway, so that's what I say. I love that there's this one part of the match I love, and the War Raiders look great. The War Raiders ended up winning the tag titles, which makes sense. Definitely look forward to seeing where that goes for on NXT TV. Granted, we're not gonna see that until after the tapings. No, actually, no. Yeah, next week we'll see the after hours. I think because I've got my dates mixed up. Anyway, excuse me. So the match itself. Something phenomenal. Loved it. But probably my favorite part of the match was this one part where I forget. So I think one of the members. Like I said, I don't remember the members of the Undisputed Era off the top of my head. I literally only remember Bobby Fish is the only one other Undisputed Era member that I remember off the top of my head. But anyway, one of the guys I think I ended up pushing or punching Hanson, and the dude comes into the ring. The referee is backing him out, something going. And I love how the Undisputed Era two guys actually brought I forget the dude's name. I'm terrible with names. Brought the other guy, the War Raiders, all the way back to their toward the ring, and then they tagged. I thought that was just brilliant. I thought that was just absolutely clever. Love the match. So overall, I would definitely give that match a 9.5 out of 10. Amazing tag team match. Definitely one of the best ones I've seen definitely the best one I've seen in a few years. So next up, we had Matt Riddle versus Cassius Ohno. Now this match was overall really good, but I would definitely say this was probably the weakest match on the card. Not saying it was bad. It was a damn good match, and I actually really, really enjoyed it. And I won't lie, Matt Riddle is slowly starting to grow on me. After this match, I say Matt Riddle is really starting to grow on me. Because, when I was reviewing War Games, you guys know that I was like, who the hell is this guy? I don't like him, yada yada. Even now, I still won't say I'm considered a Matt Riddle fan, but I'd say he is slowly growing to me just with his added aggression he showed off in this match, especially around the end of it when he's just beating him he's beating Cassius Ohno with elbows, and Cassius actually taps out to it. I don't think that was even a submission, but I think he was just beating with elbows, and Cassius was like, okay, I'm out, I'm done, good done. Ref, yo, stop the match, ref. And at first, the ref didn't see because it was on the other side of it, but once Matt turned him over, he actually saw Cassius tapping. But can someone explain to me why he one thing I find weird about Matt Riddle is that the dude legit comes out wearing flip flops on NXT last week when Cassius Ohno was facing off against Keith Lee. When Matt Riddle showed, the dude's wearing a suit, but the dude's wearing flip flops. I found that's so weird. Like the dude's like wearing this suit, and underneath that he has flip flops. I mean, I guess it goes with this whole surfer dude. I guess that's his gimmick or whatever. But one thing I found interesting was that there's this part of the match. It was around the end of the match where Cassius actually bites on Matt Riddle's feet. All I ask is, I hope Matt Riddle cleaned his feet before the match. I hope to God he did, because I would do that shit. I wouldn't bite someone's feet like during a match. That was something weird, but I'd say that she worked. So, overall, I would give that match an 8.5 out of 10. Now, I think I might actually give that one yeah, I think I'll go with an 8.5 out of 10 for the Matt Riddle versus Cassius Ohno match. Overall, really damn good match. I won't lie, Matt Riddle is starting to grow on me. And then, maybe after I see him a little bit more, maybe a couple more takeover matches, you may even hear me say that I actually like Matt Riddle, and I'm actually a fan of Matt Riddle. We'll have to wait and see on that. So next up, we have what probably should have been the main event, or at least the second to last match. Johnny Gargano, or I should say Johnny fucking Wrestling, versus, or I guess Johnny Takeover, versus Ricochet for the North American title. But before I just start overall just gushing about this match, I first want to talk about Johnny and Ricochet's outfits. So, my man Johnny Gargano, in Takeover War Games, he came out rocking Punisher and Steiner garb. This time it was X-Men. More specifically, I'm assuming it was Jean Grey's Phoenix outfit because, we're in Phoenix, Arizona. It could have been his Wolverine's classic costume with the maroon on it, the yellow maroon, but I'm pretty sure it was Jean Grey's Phoenix costume. But this is what I love. Ricochet, and you guys, oh my god, and by the way, you guys, when Ricochet's outfit came, Ricochet was actually wearing his own outfit, like his pants were black and red, and his jacket was actually Miles Morales inspired. It was a jacket that had that was like Miles' costume, but instead of the spider logo, it's Ricochet's logo on there, and I loved it. Like, it's nice to know my man Ricochet is a man that is also a fan of our boy Miles Morales. That was amazing. I love that. That was so cool. By the way, guys, you guys are going to love my reaction to this match, because just whenever I drop them, which hopefully won't take too long for me to get them all out, they should be all done maybe by Monday, although they might take a little bit longer. I'm going to try and get these the reactions out as quickly as I possibly can. So, yeah. Anyway, that match. Let's just discuss the match. Okay. So I forgot to mention, Johnny Gargano won the North American title. Hell yes, my man Johnny Gargano is now finally a champion. So that's awesome. Definitely looking forward to seeing where that goes. Anyway, so, oh my god. So this match was, like I said, mentioned earlier, this is the greatest match I have ever seen. Like, before this, if you ask me, Glenn, what is your favorite match of all time? I would say Daniel Bryan versus Randy Orton versus Batista at WrestleMania 30 because, of the overall journey Daniel Bryan went to, and especially the part where D. Bryan was on the stretcher about to leave, but he came out there and still managed to win the belt and everything. Like, in terms of epicness, I don't think anything's going to top that, but just an overall match, Ricochet and Johnny Gargano just stole the show, man. Like, why wasn't this the main event? I know the NXT title should have been the main event, but for if I was Triple H, I would have been like, nah, this is gonna be the main event. Sorry, Aleister Black and Tommaso Ciampa. Y'all ain't got the main event. I'm giving it to Johnny and Ricochet, because, let's be honest, they'll give you guys an 8-star classic up in here. They'll give you an 8-star classic. Anyway, so, okay, so let me try and gather my thoughts, because this match was so epic. So, first of all, I gotta say, I love Johnny's facial expression, because throughout the match, whenever Ricochet would counter Johnny's moves, there's this one time where, I forget, it was one of his finishes, I forget what it was called. It's this one where Gargano jumps off the top rope, or at least, jumps off the top rope, and then when he goes, transitions into a DDT when he catches Ricochet. But Ricochet, when he caught him and he didn't go down, the look Johnny had on his face was just like, oh shit. I loved it. It was perfection. I love that. Just, oh my god, Ricochet. My god, Ricochet. This man can't be human. Ricochet cannot be human. That man must have springs in his shoes, because how far and how high this man jumped. Like, there's this one part where I damn near fainted. I like fell off my couch. It's such amazement, which you'll see in my reaction. So yeah, look forward to my reaction to the Johnny Gargano match, because I'm sure y'all are gonna get a good kick out of me just absolutely losing it and damn near. I am a loss for words. This match was so good. So anyway. So Ricochet, there's this one part where Ricochet literally just jumps over the top rope. Now, he doesn't jump on top and jump from there. He literally just runs up to it and just jumps over it and flips over and hits Johnny. There's this other part where he did like this backflip. When he was running against the apron, he was running on the apron, and then he did a backflip. And there was other times where he was doing like some corkscrew moonsaults off the top rope. There was just so many epic things Ricochet did. If you guys did not watch this match, if you guys have not seen this match, and I gotta say, none of y'all have an excuse not to watch NXT. Like, I get it. I was one of y'all for not watching NXT, be like, oh, I don't got the network, oh, this, that, and the other. Y'all ain't got no excuse. I know I was one of them. It took me a while for me to start watching NXT after much behesting from one of my closest friends, Eli Moore. I know, but y'all ain't got no excuses no more. Y'all need to all be watching NXT. Even JD has brought this up countless times in his Twitter feed right now. And oh, one thing I forgot to mention, he actually also said on his Twitter, when he met Johnny at Evolve 120, he was telling him about, how awesome his match was with Andrade Cien Almas. I will never call him just Andrade, because it sounds so incomplete. Andrade. The guy that mows my lawn could be named Andrade. Over here taking the man's identity. I swear to God, this company. Anyway, JD rant over. He was talking and Johnny told him, oh, we're gonna top that. Now, on his Twitter, he had a poll of asking his fans, which match was better. Was it Johnny Gargano versus Ricochet or Johnny Gargano versus Andrade Cien Almas? And so far, while it's very close on the poll, Almas is still in the lead by about 2%. Now, like I said, it's very close, so maybe give it a couple days, maybe give it like a day or so, and then, Ricochet might take her, because like I said, this is my favorite match of all time. I haven't seen his match with Andrade Cien Almas, but it got some massive shoes to fill to top this. This match was just epic. One other thing I loved here was Johnny goes into his inner Randy Orton at one point. So he takes off the padding under outside the ring, like it's the unsanctioned match he had with Tommaso Ciampa. So he pulls it up, gets Ricochet up against gets him puts him underneath the bottom row and has him dangling against the apron, about to hit him with the DDT Randy Orton always does. But then after the referee and everything, he puts him back in there. But then he does it anyway and hits him with a suplex on the exposed ring gear. So nice little callbacks there for the unsanctioned match for those people. The overall match was just phenomenal. And I love the overall just technical wrestling Johnny did. The technical wrestling here, while Ricochet was giving you crazy highlights with all that high fly stuff, I love that they still had great stuff, technical wrestling for both Ricochet and Johnny Gargano. The amount of submissions Johnny put him in there and the ways he maneuvered his body to do these submissions. And I like the part where Ricochet has Johnny in the Gargano escape, I think is what his submission's called, if my research is correct. And Johnny's just scratching and clawing for the ropes, and then when Johnny actually wins the match, it was epic. I loved it. It was amazing. I loved that match. So that match, I would give it a 15 out of 10. That match is going to be my match of the year, guaranteed. So next up we have Bianca Belair versus Shayna Baszler. Now, you could tell the crowd was out of it for this match, honestly, because, they just watched this masterpiece between Ricochet and Johnny Gargano, or I should say Johnny Takeover. So, the crowd wasn't really, they did get into it a little bit more later on in the match, but overall, it wasn't as lively as probably could. This is why I said that this match should have been, like, second to last. I don't know why it wasn't. I don't know why this was put, like, right in the middle of it, but whatever the case may be. So, actually, Bianca lost here, which is surprising. Now, she didn't lose. Now, she lost clean. Well, not completely clean, but she lost. She passed out to whatever Shayna's finisher called it. I don't know. I'm just gonna call it sleeper hold because that's what it is. I forget what the actual term for it was called. And the overall match, I loved it. Like, I'm now sold on Bianca Belair. I'm now sold in here. I am now with the EST of NXT undefeated. Well, granted, she's not undefeated anymore. So, hey, at least they won't be feeding her streak to Charlotte when she gets called up. At least, so. Now I am with JD on this, where I'm completely against this. I don't think that Bianca should have lost. Now, I think she should have won by DQ at the very least, just so that Shayna's still champion. But I would have given her the belt, honestly. I would have given her the belt. She's undefeated. I'm now sold on her. I think she should have won the title. Me personally. But she got defeated. Now, granted, there was help from one of Shayna's goons. I forget their names. I think it was Maria Shafir. It was either Maria Shafir or just I don't know. I can't tell the difference. I forget their names. I can't tell which one was which. So one that comes in there, takes down Bianca. And I love this one part where Bianca actually uses her hair. We know she uses a whip, but my God, this one put her back into this one. She was like hitting Shayna like as if she was a slave. Because when she hits her with her hair, Shayna's like, she's like in really pain. And I thought she was just selling it really good. But then when we see her, she legit got cut in her midsection from Bianca's hair. What is her hair made out of? Diamonds? How did that thing break the skin and actually made her bleed? I mean, she wasn't bleeding much, but it left a good cut. I was like, oh my God, woman, how much power you put your all into that hit. Now, granted, if I remember correctly, in Goblin Slayer, actually, Sir Goblin Slayer actually said a lot of people want nets or traps or something out of human hair because of how strong it is. Yep, after watching this match, I can tell why, because she legit, I thought Shayna was just selling it really good, but nah, she legit cut her with her hair. So, and I love this one part when the referee was out. Bianca hits her finisher, and then she counts, but the referee is out, and then she just legit just starts panicking. And I thought that was just like, that was just great storytelling right there during the match. And then, of course, one of her goons came out there, and then, she lost. I loved how Bianca never gave up though. Like even though she would like constantly like rise from the grave, like she's about to go Super Saiyan or something, rising like a phoenix from the ashes, and she would come up there and bring her up, but then she would always just kind of give out. And then she ended up just passing out and lost, and Shayna retained her title. So overall, loved that match. That match, I would give that one a solid 10 out of 10. Amazing. Next up, we had the main event, which was Aleister Black versus Tommaso Ciampa. Love this match. Great. We had throughout the match was Tommaso Ciampa focusing on one of Aleister's legs, and so that was made think it was mostly his knee, if I remember correctly. So they were going at it. Overall, really damn good match. There isn't really too much I really have to say about this match. Otherwise, it was just amazing. I love it. There just weren't a lot of crazy spots other than Tommaso Ciampa too brought out, took out the padding underneath, took out the padding from the outside of the rings and hit. And I think he hit him with like a Aleister hit Tommaso with like the dual knees when he was coming down from the apron. Overall, that match was great. There was a lot of cool stuff. Like there was this one spot where Aleister jumped off the top rope and went over the top rope and landed on Tommaso. What I loved about the match the most, though, was the ending. When after Tommaso wins the belt and And when he he's up to the ramp and everything, Johnny Gargano pops up and he holds up the North American title, and then Tommaso Ciampa brings up the NXT title. Perfection there. So yeah, overall I'll give that match a 9 out of 10. Definitely amazing match. Not as good as, I would say that's probably not as good as some of the other title matches we got, but overall fantastic match and a fantastic match in its own right. So overall I would give NXT Takeover Phoenix 10 out of 10, guys. So hope y'all enjoyed the video. Leave a like if you did, subscribe if you're new, follow me on Instagram and Twitter affiliate links down in the description box below. And as always, come back for more. See you guys next time.